I feel like a lot of people I meet who either never went to the park, but were either moved or galvanized by what they saw, I think the best piece of advice for anybody to get involved is to do the thing that you're thinking about doing but are still a little too fearful to do. So you probably have an idea that you're like, maybe this might do something. And sometimes you feel, I think, that, well, it's not really big enough to quote, change the world. And so I think what we're starting to understand from the interdependent paradigm is that if everybody's doing that thing for them, then it adds up to quite a lot. And I think we don't understand, I think, how that actually will translate in a sort of a linear fashion. And I think that's okay. That's like the starlings, right, as they're moving across the sky. I don't think any one starling is contemplating, hey, is everything going well back there? Right? Each one is doing its thing. And you see the effect of all of them together.
It's really good, Ian.
Another thing is, don't put a lot of pressure on yourself to get out there and do something. I think it really comes up in this film in a number of ways, is to take care of yourself and your own heart, and to generate a feeling of peace within yourself, and to be calm, and to be kind, and to be compassionate with yourself. And just to do that one little thing is very, very revolutionary. Very revolutionary, just to be calm. A couple things is, I noticed recently that on a driver's license photo that they don't want you to smile because the voice recognition, or the face recognition stuff doesn't work when you smile. So the smiling is a very subversive act. And I work in Midtown, and I got to walk through it every day, so practice this subversive behavior as I walk through Midtown. It's quite empowering.
Hi. I loved the film. I loved the trailer the moment I saw it. It just really resonated with me. And I love that you are dealing with the root cause of all of the symptoms of our planetary imbalance, and that disconnect, and drawing attention to that disconnect. What I wonder is, how do you, because this moved me because I'm searching, and I wonder how you move people that are so disconnected and how you get them in touch with that.
Crisis.
How do you move people who are really disconnected? Do you have any thoughts?
One of the things that I think that's really important is that there's lots of things that we can do alone. You can choose not to bank in one of the big banks. You can choose not to use cars. You can choose, to get away from fossil fuels. You can choose not to invest there. There's all sorts of things you can do alone. And I believe that that's important, for one thing, to actually put your energy in what you believe in, and don't put your energy in what you don't believe in. That's the basis of nonviolent change. You love what you love, and you don't love what you don't love. But it's also really important that we come together, because a lot of the things that need to be changed can't be changed by any one of us. So, do you mind if I ask the group a question?
Yeah.
How many people here are actually part of some sort of collective action? Some sort of, hey, that's a good number. But so the point is that we actually need to come together. And if you don't, you can go to something that's already organized. You can join 350. You can, join any of the, go to Occupy. But you can also gather people together in your living room. I call it the power of 10. Just get 10 people to come together. I believe in the process of group wisdom. So if you say get 10 people, 10 of your friends, to come together once every 2 weeks for a 2-hour discussion, and let out of that group of people a decision arise as to what action they want to take, so that not one person leading the group, but the group together, acting together. And then those 10 people find other groups of 10 people, and on and on. But we have to come together to work. We can't work just alone.
I totally agree. And also, in my experience, Occupy Wall Street happened kind of by mistake, in a sense that it was definitely not a specific group of people who strategized and foresaw how it would happen and kind of pushed that along. It was one group that's actually sparked it. Actually, I mean, It was sparked in other countries. It was sparked in our consciousness by seeing Tahrir Square and that such things were possible, just kind of in the periphery. And then one group made the call. That group wasn't very deeply involved in the actuality of it. Then there were other groups that had experience, and sort of people were handing it off like a baton, and there was a real random quality to it. And what I learned about that is that you can't make it happen. It really is like those birds. And some people, you know, for me it was kind of a new experience to get into a movement in this depth. But some people have been holding the space for this to happen for a long time. So there's all these different speeds that are going on. Like we are using spaces where the Occupy Wall Street newspaper was published that had been, you know, held for many, many years quietly in New York, and all of a sudden it was like a factory. So nobody has to take responsibility for making the movement. I think it's just about sort of falling in love, you know, with yourself, with your friends, with strangers, and starting to connect and hold space. And then when it comes, it comes.